more than a week of exploring the Channel Islands and our full day of reprovisioning in Road Town, we sailed away from Tortola. With over half of our month-long visa in the BVIs gone, it was time to head deeper into these beautiful islands towards Virgin Gorda and Anegada. The wind was on the nose in the Sir Francis Drake Channel, so we were tacking, but it looked to be an awesome sailing day.
Alright, so it took us an hour to tack all the way across the Sir Francis Drake Channel. Got Tortola right behind us. So we're over here next to some of the other Channel Islands. But in a minute here we're going to tack and head back. Hopefully we can make it to the south of the point of Beef Island there, because we're going to probably go to Virgin Gorda today.
We tacked and headed back across the channel, but with the wind direction we couldn't quite clear the point of Beef Island, so required a couple of extra tacks to continue on.
So we've been out 3 hours now. We tacked back and forth a few times across the Sir Francis Drake Channel, and now we're past Beef Island and on a tack just sort of out into the open water here. There's some little islands called the Dogs there, and then that's Virgin Gorda here. We're gonna go around the tip of Virgin Gorda into what's called the North Sound. So it's around all that. It'll probably take us a few more hours to get there as we're tacking, but it's just really nice sailing, and yeah, we're having a good day. Lindy's just doing a lot of chilling over here. We're about 6 hours in now, and we're on our final tack. We can see the North Sound of Virgin Gorda. Right here. What a great day of sailing it's been so far. Lindy's making out all right over here. This is Necker Island out here. We're in the Sound now, approaching the anchorage. Looks awesome back in here. There's a little town, a marina up there. It's just sort of an enclosed body of water. These islands around it. And a reef right there. Anchorages all over the place. I think we're going to stay here for a few days. There we go. It was about just a little over 6 hours of sailing all the way from Road Town to the North Sound of Virgin Gorda. Oh man, what an awesome day. And this is Loblolly Bay here with the marina and the little town. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, we're at the Loblolly Bay marina. There's a restaurant up here. We're gonna go get on the road and see if we can hike up to the highest peak on Virgin Gorda.
We had seen on the map that there was a hiking trail through the woods to the peak, but to get to the trail we'd need to hike a couple of miles up the mountain on the roads. We were excited to see the views of the surrounding water and islands, and maybe catch a glimpse of low-lying Anegada, which isn't visible from sea level at this distance.
Pretty steep, really steep. Oh yeah. Yeah, it keeps going. All right. Woo, that's a big pincher. Look at that snake. Oop, watch out, babe. Did that scare you?
Yeah. Chase him right to me.
Whoops. Look at the size of that skink. He's not even scared of me. He's like, Mister, I'll turn on you. Let me see if I can chase him at Lindy too. You made it, Lindy.
Yeah.
I guess the hurricane did that, but we're gonna get up on that rock right there and see what we can see. You've reached the highest peak on Virgin Gorda.
With the viewing platform still destroyed from the hurricanes, there wasn't really a view because of all the trees and foliage. But we hadn't hiked all this way for nothing, so decided to climb around on the rocks and trees to see what we could see. From the rock, we got a beautiful view back down the Sir Francis Drake Channel and the Channel Islands. But I really wanted to see Anegada and decided more aggressive view finding was needed.
Well, I've climbed around in the trees and rocks, and I think I've found my best view of Anegada. We'll see if I can.
With my camera stick extended, you can just see Anegada through this clearing, and its giant reef jutting out to the right. Oh well, I guess if we want a better view, we'll just have to sail out there and see it up close.
Ugh. See if I can get back to the trail now.
We spent the next few days exploring the anchorages and the islands of the North Sound. They're all mostly uninhabited, with nice beaches, hiking trails, and beautiful blue water. A lot of our time was spent lazying around on holiday or on the beach, just watching the days go by. With less than a week left on our visa, it was time to head to the furthest and most unique British Virgin Island, Anegada. Anegada is a large, low-lying sandbar not much above sea level. It sits on the edge of the deep Atlantic Ocean and is surrounded by giant horseshoe reef. We'd been to Anegada many years ago on a vacation, and we're excited to be heading back there again on our own boat. The sail would be about 12 miles, and the wind was perfect for a straight shot on a beam reach.
We're a little less than 4 miles out now. We can see Anegada really well. Just a low-lying sandbar right here at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. Pretty cool. It's been a good sail over here, really good sail. What you doing over there, Lindy? Nice. A good view of the BVIs behind us. Virgin Gorda, Tortola, Joss Van Dyke. So the mooring field was full, and it's a shallow little reefy area here, but I'd always rather anchor when we can. Here we go, Anegada.
We got an early start, so it was still early in the morning, and we were excited to go to shore. We decided to check out the area at the beach along the anchorage. We remembered a bakery we had enjoyed on our vacation before, and wondered if it was still there, so set out to find it.
Hey, how are you doing? That's Pam.
We sat around and talked with Pam about our memories of Anegada from 15 years before. She was very kind and enjoyed telling us stories of the history of the island and how she and her family ended up there. A big theme is the isolation of an island so far away from everything, and how many people have come to start a life there through the years, but only a very few end up staying and thriving.
Well, we ended up liking Pam so much that we stayed forever till nighttime and ate dinner here. We had pizza. It was awesome. And now it's bedtime. It's been a great night. Boy, look at all those anchor lights. Time to go back and go to bed after an awesome day. It's day 2 of Anegada. We're getting all suited up. And we've got a pack with our snorkel stuff and all kinds of things. And we're thinking we're gonna go ride a scooter all over the island. Okay, how you doing, Lindy? You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, there's our scooter right here. We headed off early in the morning with a plan of seeing the entire island. First, we headed down some dirt paths to the very western tip of Anegada. We had also heard Cowwreck Beach was nice, and we wanted to finish the day at Loblolly Bay, where we had snorkeled 15 years ago and enjoyed a lobster dinner at a beachside restaurant. After that, we'd finish our scooter's circumnavigation while searching for the flocks of flamingos that were supposed to inhabit the center of the island.
I think we've made it to the west tip of the island. Let's see. Wow. Not a person around. Okay, we made it around to some civilization. This is Cowwreck Beach. We noticed they had a hurricane evacuation plan here. We're gonna go check it out.
A little chilly.
It is.
I couldn't tell you what it is about Anegada. It's definitely not as pretty as its mountainous neighbors. Maybe it's its isolation, or the lack of people, or maybe it's just the fact that it's different. But something about it makes it one of the most magical places we visited while cruising.
It's really cool. Kind of neat to see the rust color there. And then off over this direction, the beautiful shallow waters inside the reef, and then the Atlantic Ocean. Man.
Driving the scooter around the paths and roads of Anegada was awesome, and soon we were heading towards Loblolly Bay for some snorkeling and the Big Bamboo restaurant.
Oh wow, this is gonna be awesome. We've placed our order for lobster dinner. And now, oh, we got some hammocks over here. I'm gonna be in one of those later. Now we're gonna go do some snorkeling. Oh yeah, here we go.
Snorkeling those shallow waters was really cool. It's awesome that just past the reef, the seafloor plummets to the depths of the Atlantic Ocean.
We've assumed our positions at the table, patiently awaiting lobster dinner for lunch. The view is amazing, and we're very hungry and excited. Lobster in effect.
Man.
Time to chow down.
It's so tender, it just comes right out. Pulls right apart.
And best day ever. I think I say that a lot. Relaxed and full. And we've got at least about an hour until we need to get back on the scooter and get it to the rental place. So
What a day! After a little nap, we continued driving around and seeing the sights of Anegada. It was almost time to return the scooter, but we hadn't seen any flamingos yet, so we went out in search of the birds.
alright, we've come to a place to look for flamingos.
All the way on the other side of the...
Oh! Wow. Oh, there's like a whole flock of them. All the way on the other side of the lake.
Like, they literally couldn't be further from us.
Oh yeah. Well, it's pointed right at them.
You think that's where they stay?
Yep. I doubt that worked. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Dropped off the scooter. Wonderful day. Oh. What are we doing the rest of the day, Lindy? Back on the boat relaxing?
Yeah. Probably so.
Woo! All right. Perfect day. Beware of dogs. This was not the right way. Oh, good.